to ask the Scottish Government what analysis it's carried out of the specific risk to female refugees who are fleeing Ukraine to settle in Scotland.
Minister.
Anyone meeting the UK Government eligibility criteria can apply to sponsor a displaced person through Homes for Ukraine, which does mean there are safeguarding risks inherent in the system, which both I and the Welsh Government have raised on a number of occasions with UK ministers. I've urged them to replicate the super-sponsor schemes of our government. The super-sponsor scheme means that disclosure checks are done in advance of guests being placed with hosts. We also have guidance that supports all operational partners involved in safeguarding to identify and respond to risk and need for displaced people from Ukraine.
Ruth Maguire.
Thank the Minister for that answer. Active safeguarding is, of course, extremely important, and I understand that Tara and Just Right Scotland have produced a leaflet in Ukrainian and Russian explaining the risks of trafficking to women. Recognising that vulnerability can increase over time, will the Scottish Government consider including violence against women and girls partnerships and services in responses at both strategic and operational levels, and commit to carry out gender-specific risk and safety planning, not just at entry, but in the medium and long term also?
Minister.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. I thank Ruth Maguire, particularly in her role as the Chair of the Cross-Party Group, for her question in this regard, and absolutely will happily consider the suggestions that she has made. Safeguarding measures we've put in place are imperative to ensuring that we are able to provide the necessary protection that would be expected. We must ensure that Scotland provides a place of safety and sanctuary. The guidance that I've mentioned has been developed with expert partners and draws on intelligence regarding the vulnerabilities of certain groups, including women and girls, as identified through the UN Refugee Agency and the Scottish Refugee Council and Zero Tolerance. The biggest risk factor that I can see at the moment, Presiding Officer, is the fact that there is still a need in some areas for private matching, and the informal social media private matching that is ongoing at the moment provides the biggest risk. The easiest way to stop that is to have a statutory matching service in place, as we have in the Scottish and Welsh super sponsor schemes, and I would encourage the UK Government to follow that lead.